Jen's WW Journey. How's it going? We're in the kitchen today, so you know we're making something good. We're making 82 calorie upside down key lime pie. How good does that sound? It's amazing. So let's go through the non-food items that you're going to need to complete this recipe. One thing that you're going to need is a 1 cup measuring cup. You're also going to need a half measuring cup. You're going to need measuring spoons. If you like to set out your ingredients like I do, you'll need a couple little bowls. And you're also going to need 1 big mixing bowl and a spoon. Here's what you're going to need food-wise for this recipe. You're going to need, these are Giant brand, but the low fat is the key here. Low fat graham crackers, and you're going to need 8 squares or 2 sheets. You're also going to need some lemon juice. You're going to need vanilla extract, which is what this is right here. You're also going to need the most important ingredient, sugar-free Jell-O. With the sugar-free Jell-O, you want it to be the 4 servings per container. Then you'll use this entire thing. If you find one that's 8 servings per container, you're only going to use half. And the final food item that you need for this recipe is Cool Whip or whip topping, light, low fat, whatever. Fat-free is best, but you'll need that as well. And you need to let this defrost. So take it out the freezer and let it sit. You're also going to need water for this recipe. You're going to need 1 cup of boiling water, and you're going to need half a cup of cold water. So those are all the things. Go gather up your ingredients and let's get to it. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your Jell-O and you're going to take your Splenda and pour them into your bowl. So I've already done that. So there we go. I've got my mixings. And the next thing that you're going to want to do is to take 1 cup of boiling water, which I already have set over to the side here. I got this little thingy because I make tea a lot. And it's just a hot water heater basically. Oh, I love it. It's so convenient. So what you're going to do is take 1 cup of this hot water boiling and drop it on in. So there we go. And we're going to stir it all up until our mixings have completely dissolved. And it already smells so good. I can't get, there we go. Just trying to get my spoon. So we're stirring the mixture up. It's kind of got like the grainy stuff from the Splenda and also just from the mix itself. So stir it up really well, which is going to take you 2 or 3 minutes. So we'll keep on stirring, we'll keep on talking. It kind of smells like, I mean, it's definitely lemony, but there's something else to, or I'm sorry, lime-like. Maybe a little lemony as well. But it smells really good. I don't know, it kind of reminds me, the smell of it kind of reminds me of my childhood because my mom and I would always make Jell-O like once a week. It was kind of something that I always had on hand. And green Jell-O is my favorite. It reminds me of the hospital. And most people, I guess, would think that I don't have fond memories of the hospital, but I really do. That was just normal for me. Alright, so we're all stirred up. I'm pretty sure there's nothing left, just it's all liquid. So the next thing we're going to do is take our measuring spoons, and we're going to measure out 1½ tablespoons of our lemon juice. And I've done that right here, and pour it in. And then we're going to take our vanilla extract and do 1/4 teaspoon. So let's do that. That's a little teeny weeny amount in case you don't have the measuring spoon. So just like a dash basically of this vanilla extract. It smells so good. And then we're going to do half of a cup of cold water in our mixture. So let's get our water. Make sure it's nice and cold. So I'm going to let it run for a second to get cold. Alrighty. So half a cup in our mixture. There we go. And we're going to stir it up again. Stir, stir, stir. So now that we have pretty much all of our ingredients combined, we are going to pop it in the refrigerator for 45 whole minutes. So let's do that. I'll see you in 45 minutes. Alright, so I just pulled out our jello looking mixture. It's been 45 minutes and it's not firm, but it's got a good jello consistency. You can kind of see it in the pan. But it's still very mixable, which is exactly what we want. Now we're going to take 2 cups of the Cool Whip and place it right in this bowl. So I've got 1 cup here. And we're just going to dump it right on in. 1 cup. And we'll get our 2nd cup, which is pretty much going to be the rest of what I have, more or less. And we're going to dump this in as well. And you're going to mix all of this up. And it's going to be like a thick, creamy blend. So mix it really well. And once I'm done mixing, I'll come back and show you what it looks like, alright? Just keep mixing, okay? Alright, so I just pulled out our jello looking mixture. It's been 45 minutes and it's not firm, but it's got a good jello consistency. You can kind of see it in the pan. But it's still very mixable, which is exactly what we want. Now we're going to take 2 cups of the Cool Whip and place it right in this bowl. So I've got 1 cup here. And we're just going to dump it right on in. 1 cup. And we'll get our 2nd cup, which is pretty much going to be the rest of what I have, more or less. And we're going to dump this in as well. And you're going to mix all of this up. And it's going to be like a thick, creamy blend. So mix it really well. And once I'm done mixing, I'll come back and show you what it looks like, alright? Just keep mixing, okay? See, you can be your own blender. Just take 2 spoons and like, stir it up and go on low. Then you want to go faster, kick up the speed. And then super fast blend. And then your blender dies because I'm tired. So you're all stirred up. And I'll show you what it looks like. This is how it looks. It's big and creamy and it moves still. And what you're going to do is take 5 little dishes and spoon it out. And then you're going to take these little dishes, which makes them single serve. You're going to pop them back in the freezer, or in the refrigerator for 3 whole hours. And then once they're done in the refrigerator for 3 hours, I'll come back and show you the final step. We're almost done. Alright guys, I just pulled this out of the refrigerator and look at it. It's like nice and gelatiny and it's not going anywhere. So it's in there pretty good. And what we're going to do now is take our graham cracker, and you're going to do about 1.5 graham crackers, crush it up really well, and then just sprinkle it right on top of your key lime pie, and then grab a spoon, whoops, grab a spoon and dig in. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.